Today we'll be reading our first story in the reading workshop. Okay, but before we start reading, I just wanted to remind you that that animals have different features in their bodies that help them. Okay, and we said that the word feature is a part of your body. Okay, a feature is a part of your body. If you look at the picture on page 12 and 13, what do you guys see here? You'll see 3 giraffes standing, and if you look at a giraffe, you'll find that it has a special feature, a special body part that helps them. If you all know a giraffe, it's known for its long neck. A giraffe is an animal that has a very long neck. Why do you think it was created like that? Okay, so as you see here, they're stretching their long neck and they're eating leaves at the top of the tree. Okay, so a feature is a special or a part of a body. Okay, and each animal has a special feature, and they use this special feature or this special body part for something. As we just said, that a giraffe has a very long neck, so it can reach, okay, the top of the trees to eat leaves. Okay, today's story and tomorrow's story will be reading about other animals and the special feature that it has that helps them. Okay, so our essential question is, how do animals' bodies help them? Let's keep this question in our mind, okay? So as we said, we're going to go to another picture now. So we noticed that the giraffe has a special feature, which is its long neck that helps them reach the top of the tree so it can eat leaves. Okay, so our second animal here, it has a special feature. Okay, this animal is called a beaver. Okay, if you look at it, it looks like a mouse or a rat, but if you look at the back, you'll find that it has a flat thick, see, its tail it's long and flat and wide. Okay, so this is the beaver. It's known for its flat tail. Okay, so what do you think this special feature of the beaver helps it with? Okay, you can help them with swimming and moving. Okay, and but today's story, when we read, we'll find out how it also helped them. Okay, so you guys know that this is a beaver, and a special feature that it has is its tail, flat tail, big, thick, flat tail. Okay, so on page 18, it says here, a tale of a tale. Okay, we took the word tail before, T-A-L-E. T-A-L-E means a story. A tale is a story. A tale of a tale, T-A-I-L, is the back part of an animal. Okay, so this is a tail. This is the beaver's tail, T-A-I-L. But T-A-L-E means story. So a tale of a tale, a story about a tale. Okay, and we have to keep in our minds how animals' bodies help them. And I also want you to know that the genre of today's story is a folk tale. Remember when we took the gingerbread man and the red mitten? A folk tale is a story that was told many, many years ago. It usually begins with the word long, a long time, once upon a time. It can have words that are repeated more than one time, such as when the gingerbread man used to say, run, 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 as fast as you can. So here in the story, you might find words that are repeated, are said more than one time. What else? A folk tale is also is an imaginary story that has been told many years ago. So it's an old imaginary story, and most of the characters are animals that pretend to be humans, that pretend to be people that can talk. Okay, let's start reading. A Tale of a Tale. Long ago, there lived a beaver named Ray. Ray was quite proud of his I'm sorry, what happened to the story? Okay, guys, I'm sorry. I wish, can you guys please also use your storybook to read, because when I made it like this view, half of the words were just like were removed. Okay, so let's start again. Long ago, there lived a beaver named Ray. Ray was quite proud of his nice thick tail. He spent a lot of time brushing and fluffing it. Okay, so this beaver, his name is Ray. He was quite proud. He was very proud, very happy about his nice and thick tail. His tail was nice and very thick, very heavy. Okay, and it had a lot of hair. He spent a lot of time brushing and fluffing it. He would always brush his thick tail and make it nice and fluffy, means to make it nice and soft. I have a splendid tail, Ray bragged. It is the best tail an animal can have. He would always say, I have a splendid tail. We said the word splendid means wonderful or great. He would always talk and say about it. He would always like to talk and say nice things about his tail because he was proud of it. So he would always say things like, I have a splendid tail, a wonderful tail. It is the best tail an animal can have. He means like he has the best tail and anyone can wish to have his tail. Okay, on page 22, one fine day in April, Ray went out. It is a nice day to chop wood, he said. So Ray got his axe. He chopped a big tree 8 times. Okay, so one day in April, when the weather, it's usually springtime in April, so the weather was nice. So Ray went out and he said, it's a nice day to chop wood. Okay, this is also another detail about beavers. They like to build homes out of wood, out of logs of wood. So he decided to chop or cut wood. So what did he do? He got an axe that you see in his hand, and he started to chop. If you guys remember the word chop, chop means to cut something with a knife or an axe, okay? So he said it's a nice day to chop wood. So he got his axe and he started chopping the trunk of the tree. Chop means to cut. How many times did he chop the tree? He chopped a big tree 8 times. He cut the tree 8 times. The big tree swayed his way and this way and that. Okay, so when he chopped the tree started to get loose. It started to fall. So it started to sway. Sway means to move back and forth. The tree started to move this way and that way. Then it fell on top of Ray's tail. Ray tugged and tugged at his tail. He gasped when he pulled it out. So when the tree started getting loose, it started to move. One side, the other side, one side, the other side, until it was ready to fall. And when it fell, where did it fall? It fell on Ray's tail. Ray started to pull. Tug means to pull. He started to tug and tug his tail out from under the tree. When he pulled his tail out, he was surprised. He gasped. Gasp means to be like this when you're surprised about something. So when the tree fell, where did it fall? It fell on Ray's tail. So what did Ray do? He started to pull or tug his tail from under the tree. When he saw his tail, he was very surprised or shocked. So he gasped. All right? So let's see what happened. Do you think he'll be happy or sad? Okay, on page 24. My tail is flat, Ray wailed. The sun looked down at him. She could tell that Ray felt bad about his tail. Okay, so he was shocked, and he started to shout and cry. Wail means to shout and to begin to cry. He said, my tail is flat. He was shocked. His tail now is not thick and fluffy anymore. It's very flat. So the sun looked at him, and she saw that he was very sad about his tail. Let's see what the sun will tell him. A flat tail will help you swim fast, the sun explained. A flat tail can send a signal too. Just slap it on the water. That made Ray happy. So the sun came down to Ray, and she started explaining to him why having a good tail is a good thing, because she saw he was so sad about his flat tail. So she told him, a flat tail is good. It will help you swim fast, and it will help you send a signal. Send a signal means to send a sign when there's danger, or when someone needs help. You can just send a signal by hitting your tail on the water, and the water will splash, and it will tell other friends and animals that there's danger. So when Ray heard about this, he was very happy. Page 26. I have a special tail, yelled Ray. Then Ray slapped his tail on the water. Slap, slap, slap. His pals came running. Do you want our help? They asked. Okay, so Ray listened to his friend's son, and he started to get excited about his tail. So he started saying in a loud voice, I have a special tail. Special means important tail. So what did he do? He went to the water, and he started hitting his tail in the water. Slap, slap, slap. Okay, slap means to hit something on water or on the floor. So he hit his tail on the water 3 times. Slap, slap, slap. So he sent a signal. His friends heard him slap, so they came. His friends came running. The owl, the birds, the crow, the rabbit, and the frog, they all came to him because he sent a signal. He sent a sound, and they all came running. So they asked him, do you need our help? They asked. What did he say? He said, I want to give you a ride, said Ray. Hop on my tail. I will carry you across the lake. And Happy Ray swam off as fast as a fish. Okay, so when all his friends came, they asked him, do you need our help? And he said, no, I just want to give you a ride. You can ride on my tail. Hop on. Okay, so they all jumped on his tail, as you see here. They all climbed or jumped on his tail, and he was swimming very fast, and he will take them on a ride. He carried them on his tail across the lake. Okay, now that he has a flat tail, he can also swim very fast as a fish. Okay, the end. That was the end of our story. Okay, so is this a real story? No. Okay, it's an imaginary story. Remember that this week's story is a folk tale. A folk tale is an imaginary story from a very long time ago. Okay, and sometimes it begins with once upon a time. Okay, and it had words that were repeated, such as chop, chop, chop. Right, the word chop, chop was repeated 3 times. Chop, chop, chop. And also the word slap, slap, slap. Okay, here. So you also find words that are repeated in a folk tale. Okay, and sometimes folk tale is used to explain something. Like here, it just wanted to explain to us why a beaver has a flat tail. Okay, so that was today's story. If we wanted to explain the story in a sequence, what will we do? We'll start with words, transition words such as first, next, then, last, right? Let's have a look. Okay, so this is a sequence of a story. This is the plot, okay, the sequence plot. So what happened? First, the story began. Ray liked his splendid, thick, bushy tail a lot. He loved his tail. He was very proud of it, and he used to like to brush it and keep it fluffy. So Ray likes his thick, bushy tail a lot. Next, he decided to go and chop some wood with an axe. So the tree falls and makes Ray's tail flat. Okay, when the tree falls and makes his tail flat, he was sad. What happened? His friend's son came and told him. The son explains how a flat tail will help him. The son told him having a flat tail is good for you. It will help you swim faster, and it will help you send signals through the water. If you slap your tail, it will send signals, and people will know that you need help or are in danger. Last, Ray is happy and is proud of his tail because he knows that it's special. So what does he do? He slaps it 3 times, and his friends come and ask him if he needs help. Last, it says here, Ray's flat tail helps him send a signal, swim fast, and gives his pals a ride. So his friends come and they ask him, "Did you need any help?" And he said, "No, I just want to give you a ride. Hop on." And they ride on his tail, and he swims fast. How fast? As fast as a fish. Okay, and that was the end of the sequence short. Okay guys, if you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Bye.